Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the video. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to Moon Knight episode 5. So the Moon Knight series is slowly coming to an end, but we still have 2 episodes left. Last week I reacted to episode 4 and gave my spoiler thoughts after the episode. This week I'll be doing the same exact thing. So stay to the end of this video to get my full spoiler review of Moon Knight episode 5. Before we get into it, if you guys are new here and you enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe and notifications on so you don't miss any time I upload a video or go live. But without wasting more time, let's get into it.
This is all your fault!
Calm down. Your mind is violently vacillating between sense and nonsense. Picture this, all right? Your brain is a pendulum swinging that you've created on your own, that you're some kind of, I don't know, superhero, all right? You're
No way they're doing this
everything and
storyline,
everything
dude. Come on.
possible not
Hopefully
to
this is just a twist.
I mean, they must pay you a lot of money in this place.
You know
You're really good. I tell you what, I feel like $1 million. Never felt so good. I'm gonna see myself out. Thank you, Doctor.
I don't want to lose the good work we did today. No, hey, listen, Mark, be gentle with him. Be gentle with him. Listen, I am not your enemy.
Oh man! Wow, these meds are really amazing.
Is he always so intense?
To him, yeah, pretty much.
I have. Hold on a sec. It's been a minute since we've had a soul pass through here. Excuse me.
Dude, the CG actually looks really good, I'm not gonna lie.
Here we go.
It looks really, really good. Especially compared to the end of the last episode.
And she's guiding us through our journey to the afterlife.
Damn, she's actually there. Wait, whoa, what?
Right through these doors, for example. We go through here, there's gonna be a bunch of patients, and there's Crawley, probably about to yell, bingo!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What the heck? Wait, how did Steven know?
This is the underworld.
Oh, okay.
I'm not crazy. I'm dead. Kill the hippo, steal the boat. Kill.
Fellas?
Why is it doing that? Why is it moving like that?
I don't know. I do
They
not
need a
have
third
a-
heart. They need a third heart. Come on. Please.
It's the balance your scales before we arrive at the field of reeds.
Okay, I like
Your
this.
souls
I
will
like
be
this
destroyed.
story type of thing where it's like they have a time where they gotta find
How are we supposed
someone.
to
I
do
think
it?
it's gonna be Jake, obviously, but because they said you have to complete this life, I guess. But Jake!
Oi, what's this? Steve, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna like revisit every single memory I've ever had? I don't know, it's a street. You know, how many streets have you walked down your whole life?
Bro, Jake, I mean, Mark knows. Oh my god. That's why he didn't open it last episode. It's just the whole personality that he hid from Steven.
Come on, now wait, Steven! Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Mom?
Oh shit.
Who's ready? Who's hungry? Roro? Mark.
Where are they? Steven! Get back here! Boys!
I'm guessing Mark is the one who lived this part.
Now! Can you hear me?
Like, Mark might be the original one.
I am drowned. This is all your fault. This is all.
Oh, she's getting on a kid. Holy shit.
Didn't have a ton of options after that, so I went work for hire for my old CO, Bushman.
Bushman?
The job was to raid an Egyptian tomb.
Sorry, I was gonna drink my coffee, but Bushman? Dude, this theme goes insanely hard. Holy shit. That's a lot of blood, dog.
I feel the pain inside of you. Ah. Hmm.
The hell are you?
I am the god Khonshu, in search of a warrior.
Oh, wait. Oh, good luck with that.
To be my hands, my eyes, my vengeance.
Vengeance.
To be my final word against the evildoers. Your mind, I feel it. Fractured. Broken. Most fascinating. You are a worthy candidate to serve me during this time. In exchange for your life, do you swear to protect the travelers of the night and bring my vengeance to those who would do them harm?
That snaky old vulture. He was manipulating you from the start. No, I kept us alive. Mark, he was taking advantage of you. Or it was just a way for me to keep being what I've always been. A killer.
Do you swear to protect the travelers of the night and bring my vengeance to those who would do them harm?
Yeah. Look. Scales. Have we done it? Have we balanced them?
Then rise. Rise and live again as my fist of vengeance.
Holy.
As my Moon Knight.
We don't have to go back through it all again. We can just talk. Let's just talk right here, right now. I'll tell you everything. Okay? I'm just begging you. Don't make us go there again. It's not worth it.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Mark, you're about to lose everything. Do you understand? If we don't get back, and Harrow succeeds, and all those people die, if Layla dies, that's on your head. It'll be all your fault.
No, you can't! I won't do it! I won't do it! You can't make me! You can't make me!
Stop it. Stop.
Correct me with something.
You watch too many movies, all right? We can't involuntarily sedate patients.
Okay, it's not all a lie.
Unless absolutely necessary.
It's not all in his head then, because they did. We know they did. Okay.
Mark, what you've been doing.
To listen. Why do you have to make me do
I want to
this?
see what she did. I want to see what she did.
Disgusting.
You're not meant to see that. You're not meant to see that. That's the whole point of you.
The point of me? The point of me, what, to be your stress ball? All this time I thought I was the original. But I'm just something that you made up. You've got to live a happy, simple, normal life. You understand? But it was all a lie, wasn't it?
So what? What does it matter? What, you want to remember the truth? That you had a mother that beat you? That hated you? That made your life a living hell?
You're lying, you're just trying to upset me. But you've gotten to live thinking that she loved you, that she was kind, that she's still alive. What are you talking about? She's alive. I speak to her every day. What are you talking about? Dare call me after all these years. What? Where am I? Bloody hell, what? Oh, bollocks. Not again. Hey, Mum. Hey, you alright? Yeah, would you believe it? I am totally lost again. I don't know where I am. What an absolute muppet. No, I know I did it again, but I don't know, I'm looking down a street.
all the things I'd done. Mark, all those horrible things that she said to you, she was wrong. It wasn't your fault. I shouldn't have brought him in that cave. I shouldn't have brought him in the cave.
Hey.
Come on, hurry!
So what it? What's happening?
I've never seen the gates to the world above so close.
How do I open it?
I'm so sorry. Your scale's never balanced. Our journey's come to an end. I cannot stop the inevitable. I was really rooting for you guys, but the unbalanced souls of the duat now must claim yours.
Jake? Never mind. Those are the unbalanced souls.
I prefer cricket.
Jesus.
Stop the boat! Stop the boat!
The scales are balanced.
Más allá del sol, más allá del sol, yo tengo un hogar.
Is that it? Oh my god. Alright, so let's talk about that episode of Moon Knight. So it might be recency biased, but I think this is the best Marvel Disney Plus TV show episode, but I'm not completely sure of that, so I'm not going to make that statement yet. After Moon Knight is done airing, I'm going to do my top 10 favorite Marvel Disney Plus episodes, or maybe top 5, who knows, but I'll also be ranking the shows and all that, of course. But this episode as a whole was just so good. My problem is that it did fall into that WandaVision kind of thing where it felt like it was just kind of reminiscing on the past of this character, but I think here it worked best because we barely knew the past of this character, whereas for example WandaVision or even Loki to an extent, we already knew the past of these characters, and again here we don't. So I think it works a lot better, and I think an episode like this was necessary. I just wish they did it a little bit earlier in the show, but also I felt like the teases to Jake Lockley were just too apparent. I do think like when he was the taxi cab driver and he was standing outside of his parents' apartment where his mom's funeral was, I definitely thought that was going to be Jake, but they didn't actually ever show Jake from what we know at least. So I'm kind of confused on what direction they're going with that, because I felt like if they were going to show him, they were just going to show him in the 5th episode leading into the 6th one, but this one ended him at the Field of Locks, I think that's what they called it. And it's really interesting that Steven died and Mark didn't. So my little theory as to why the hearts balanced after Steven fell off is because Mark Spector and Jake Lockley are going to be on the boat still, because obviously Jake could still be in that tomb, and since Steven fell off, that means that there's 2 and it balances on the tomb since there's only 2 people instead of 3. I think that works. So it was obviously necessary for one of those 2 to fall off or for them to get Jake out, and obviously Mark is trying to hide Jake. I think there's something that Mark and Jake did, but maybe Jake made up Mark and then Mark made up Steven to kind of like, maybe Jake made up Mark to be his stress ball, but then Mark couldn't take it anymore, so he made Jake his stress ball. So I think something, I mean, Mark couldn't make it, so he made Steven his stress ball, sorry. I do think that could be the case. If not, I don't know how they would really implement Jake Lockley, but I think they'll do it by the end of the season. I think there's been too many like giveaways as to there being a 3rd personality, so I think eventually they're gonna do it in this show, and I think that by the end we'll have Jake Lockley. I wish they didn't save it till the last episode. I wish they showed him at the very end of this one to get hyped for next week. I think that would have worked better if they weren't gonna put him in the full thing, because honestly I wasn't really expecting him to even be in the first like half of the episode, and then I was like, okay, maybe towards the second half the last fourth of the episode, they'll start implementing more hints, and then at the very end, they'll just completely outright show them. They'll show all three of them on the screen, and they'll cut away to black or something like that. But that wasn't seeming to be the case, so I kind of just gave up all hope on him. They stopped doing the teases after like the last fourth of the episode, so I kind of realized that, oh, we're probably not going to get him in this episode. But with that being said, I still think there's high potential for the next episode, and I think this is probably the biggest lead up to a finale, just because this is a brand new character in the MCU. This is a backstory that doesn't necessarily kind of feed off to the very end, kind of like WandaVision. I will say, honestly, it could feel like this show is a little bit behind WandaVision in terms of just development, because by the end of the 5th episode of WandaVision, we had these things for Agatha and all that kind of stuff. We still don't have really much for Harrow as a whole in this episode. Obviously, he was his doctor and all that kind of stuff, and so we have that whole aspect of it, but the real world Harrow, we really don't have much else. But I like that they set up Harrow's plan in the first half of the show, so that the second half could be more Mark development and kind of figuring out his life. Again, since he is a completely original character in the MCU, we haven't seen his character before, so it's important to get to know him. I'm gonna be honest, during the part of the episode that's on screen right now, where basically Mark and Steven are having this emotional moment where he's telling Mark about like how he made him, or Mark is telling Steven how he made him up and stuff like that, I was genuinely about to cry. I think it was just being on camera and watching it. I didn't cry. I kind of hold myself in, but that was phenomenal acting. This episode, I think what elevates it so much is that it was like good acting after good acting after good acting after good acting. It wasn't even good. It was phenomenal. Oscar Isaac is easily the best addition to the MCU, and I think this episode proves it. If you disagree after this episode, we're not watching the same show, because just on a raw acting scale, Oscar Isaac is phenomenal in this show. You don't have to even like the show to understand that, in my opinion. I also love the way they implemented Tourette. I love the whole afterlife thing. If you guys didn't know, I write articles for Mama's Geeky. I do spoiler reviews as well as weekly theory videos on there. So if you want to check that out, my profile is linked in the description down below. But every single week I do theory articles, and I've been calling a lot of these different things. Like, all of this is taking place in Steven's mind. Like, this all isn't like a film set or anything like that Mark Spector is directing. Like, those are all super out of this world theories, and I basically did guess the Tourette thing with and going back to visit past memories. I had so many theories, and honestly a few of them did come true, which I'm really happy about. As a whole, this show is very much delivering, in my opinion. I do think this is the best Marvel Disney Plus show so far. Obviously the finale is the big teller of that, because I absolutely loved WandaVision, and then the finale kind of disappointed for me. But I'll be doing a finale review next week as well as a season review. I'll be doing all of the MCU Disney Plus shows ranked with my friend, because we've been doing it after every single show comes out, so I love to see how our list change. But yeah guys, that's it for this video, my reaction to Moon Knight episode 5. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments down below. Come back next week, because I'll be doing a full review and reaction to the season finale. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.